Hello dear students, this is Mr. Hitesh Patel, Assistant Professor LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this video series, we will discuss a subject basic mechanical engineering. Today in this video session, we will discuss a boiler. Okay. So today we will discuss all the boiler mountings in this video session. So first we will discuss fusible plug. So fusible plug is a safety device which is used to protect the boiler against the damage caused due to overheating and which caused because of low water level inside the drum. Okay. Fusible plug is normally mounted over the crown of the furnace or fire box. Fusible plug consists of three metal, two gunmetal A and gunmetal B, and another is the metal which has very low melting point. In normal working condition, when the combustion of the fuel takes place inside the furnace, at that time hot flue gas are generated, and that hot flue gas comes in contact with the metals A, B and the metal which has low melting point. Okay. But in normal working condition, that gunmetal A, gunmetal B and the metal C which has low melting point are already in contact with the water. They are already surrounded with the water. But in case if there is the level of the water is down, okay, at that time the metal which has low melting point will not able to transfer the heat to the water, so that the metal will be melt and all the flue gases will releases and a city like sound is generated, and with the help of that the operator knows that the fusible plug is melt, and as a safety part of view it supplies or it controls the supplies of the water and coal, and there is no chances of explosion and accident takes place. So let's discuss fusible plug in detail. So in fusible plug, the function of the fusible plug is to protect the boiler against the damage due to overheating caused by low water level inside the boiler. It is fitted over the firebox crown plate over the combustion chamber. It consists of two hollow gunmetal and one conical plug. In normal working condition, the upper surface of the fusible plug is covered with the help of another plug which is exposed to the fire or hot gas. In normal working condition, the upper surface of the fusible plug is covered with the water and other end of the plug is exposed to the hot gases. But when the water level inside the boiler is falls below the danger level, at that time the fusible plug is uncovered by the water and get exposed to the steam. Okay. And this overheating the plug and the fusible plug having low melting point which is melt quickly, and thus the plug drops down. Okay, and the hollow gunmetal B becomes open and the steam rushes into the furnace and pulls out the fire or stop. So this is all about the fusible plug. Next is blow off cock. So from the name we can easily understand that the function of the blow off cock. So blow off cock is mainly used for the two purposes. First is to remove all the impurities inside the boiler drum, and the second is to empty the boiler whenever necessary maintenance work is required. The blow off cock is generally fitted at the end of the mud box with the help of flanges and nut bolt. Okay. So whenever we required to empty the boiler or remove the impurities from the boiler, at that time you can see in this image there is a plug valve or hole is provided. So whenever that hole is comes in that direction of the flow, at that time the impurities will comes out through that boiler, and whenever that hole is in opposite direction of the flow, at that time the valve or the flow will be stopped. Okay. So this is the basic of blow off cock. The function of the blow off cock is similar to the tap which we are using at home. Okay. So let's discuss blow off cock. So first of all, it discharges a periodically portion of the water which contains mud, scale or sediment from the boiler. It is also used to empty the boiler, that we have already discussed. It is fitted on the boiler shell directly to the lowest part of the water space, because the impurities density is higher than the water, so all impurities are collected at the bottom of the boiler. So this blow off cock is fitted at the boiler shell directly at the lowest part of the water space. Okay. It consists of gunmetal conical plug, which is having rectangular hole with spindle and yoke mechanism. Okay. When rectangular hole or plug is brought in line with the casing or hole, or by rotating spindle, the water will flow out. When the solid portion of the plug is in front of the casing hole, the water will cannot comes out through the boiler. Okay. So this is all about the blow off cock. One more thing, the top portion of the blow off cock is always in square shape, so that we can operate it with the help of spanner, because in boiler the blow off cock is always in contact with the hot water, so that by accepting the heat the conical plug becomes hot, so that we are not operate it manually with the help of hand, so that we are using spanner for operating or blow off cock. Next is feed check valve. So the function of the feed check valve is to feed the water to the boiler. In normal working condition, the feed check valve will be closed. Whenever we want to transfer the liquid to the boiler, at that time we are operating that hand wheel provided at the top of the feed check valve. When we are operate that hand wheel, at that time we can see that inside that there is a valve and valve seat is provided, so that the valve is lift up from the valve seat with the help of spindle, and at that time there is a flow of water takes place inside the boiler. You can see that hand wheel, a gland packing is provided, which is used to prevent the leakage of water. A spindle is provided. Okay, non-return valve is also there. Now the question is, why non-return valve is provided there? So dear students, whenever the water is entering inside the boiler, the feed check valve is always subjected to two pressure. The first pressure is the pressure of the pump, which is inlet water pressure, and the second pressure is operating pressure of the boiler, because this side is always in connection with the water boiler and this side is always in connection with the pump. So from the bottom side the pressure of the pump is in action, and from this side the pressure of the boiler is there. So in normal working condition, the pressure of water in is higher than the water to the boiler. Okay. But in case if pump fails to push the water higher pressure than the boiler pressure, or there is some problem with the pump, at that time the pressure which water in is less than the boiler pressure. Due to that the backflow of water takes place and the water comes again to the water reservoir. So to prevent this, a non-return valve is placed, which is used to prevent the backflow of the water. Okay. So let's discuss feed check valve in detail. First of all, it controls the supply of water to the boiler, that we have already discussed. The next thing is it is fitted in the water space of the boiler, just below the normal level of the water. It consists of non-return valve, water inlet pipe, outlet pipe, spindle, gland and hand wheels. Inlet pipe, outlet pipe, valve expose different pressure, that we have already discussed. The pressure difference lifts the non-return valve and allows the water to enter inside the boiler. Okay. The lift of the valve is controlled by movement of the spindle up and down, so that if the spindle is up the flow of the water is enter, if the spindle is down the flow of the water is close. So this is all about the feed check valve. Next is safety valves. So according to IBR, Indian Boiler Regulation, on boiler minimum two safety valves are installed. So this is the safety valve which is used to protect the boiler in case if there is a rise in pressure is higher than the safe working limit. This is spring loaded safety valve, and this is the model of Ram's bottom type spring loaded safety valve. Here you can see that the base which is fitted over the top of the boiler, which is surrounded, or in that top of the boiler a steam is there. You can see the valve chest, a spring and shackle, spring link, valve pin and lever. In normal working condition, when the pressure inside the drum is below the safe working pressure, at that time both the valve which is already fitted that rest on the valve seat, or we can say that the pivot is rest over the valve seat. Okay. But if the pressure inside the steam is increases than the safe working limit, at that time due to the spring force, the pivot is lift up from the valve seat, or we can say that the valve is lift up from the valve seat, and the rest amount of steam will be released to the atmosphere and maintain the safe working pressure inside the boiler. Okay. And the spring force is maintained according to the safe working pressure of the boiler. So let's discuss spring loaded safety valve in detail. So first of all, it consists of cast iron body having two branch pipe. A lever is placed over that body by means of pivots. In normal working condition, the downward force due to the spring is higher than the upward force applied by the steam, and the valve is closed with the help of spring force. Okay. When the steam pressure exceeds the normal limit, upward force due to the steam pressure becomes higher than the downward force of the spring, and thus the valves are lifted from their seats and opening passages for the steam to release out the boiler. Okay. So this is all about the spring loaded safety valve. Next is steam stop valve. So from the name we can easily understand the function of the steam stop valve. Steam stop valve is used to stop the flow of the steam. So in steam stop valve, in this figure you can see that a hand wheel is provided at the top, yoke mechanism is there to support the spindle, the valve is placed over the valve seat, okay, and there is a steam space, steam in and steam out, okay, and stirred is also there. Whenever we want to transfer the steam from one pipe to another pipe or from boiler to the turbine, at that time the hand wheel is rotated. Due to the rotation of the hand wheel, the valve is lifted up from the valve seat and there is transfer of the steam takes place from one pipe to another pipe. This is the basic operation of steam stop valve. Okay. The function of the steam stop valve is similar to the feed check valve, except in feed check valve we are transferring water, in steam stop valve we are transferring the steam. And the second difference is that in steam stop valve there is no non-return valve is installed, while in feed check valve there is non-return valve is fitted. So let's discuss steam stop valve in detail. So first of all, it regulates the flow of the steam from boiler to the steam pipe. It is fitted to the boiler at the highest part of the steam space. The spindle is rotated with the help of hand wheel, and due to rotation of the spindle, the valve moves up and down. When the valve sits over the valve seat, the passage of the steam is completely closed, and the steam passage may be partially and fully open. When the valve sits over the valve seat, the passage of the seat is completely closed. The steam passage may be partially or fully open by moving the valve up or down by rotating the. So this is all about the boiler mountings. If you have any queries in boiler mountings, then you can write down your queries in the comment section. Thank you for watching my video.